Hey everybody and welcome back. My name is Sue and I'm from OML Embroidery. The man behind the curtain is Don.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, he puts his hands up and cheers. He's
Somebody might have seen it.
just too exciting. What are you gonna do? Okay, so today we are doing bookmarks. Now we're not going to do all four, but we are going to do the first one, which is applique. The second one it's the same design, but it's quilted in the background, which looks lovely if you look at the cover photo. The third one is Mylar, which, woo, you gotta love Mylar. And the fourth one is cross stitch, which is, excellent. Here's an update on my lace. I made another one. I am having machine troubles. You can see up here how much the bobbin is showing through. Look at the back. You can't even see, none of the black is coming through. So, and it's making a terrible noise once in a while, not all the time. We can't figure it out. So if it starts squeaking, we're going to have to call it. So we're going to hope that it's good. So we are going to be using some Dance of the Dragonfly background. Isn't that perfect? Absolutely awesome. Perfect. And we're just doing the regular applique one, so I thought I'd kick it up a notch and do a hollow moon, because why not? And black sparkly kitty, because again, why not? Now if you're using this stuff, it's called HTV, heat transfer vinyl. Before you use it, you must take off the transfer sheet. It's clear plastic. Sometimes you have to pick at it a little bit, but you have to take it off on all of them. So I have mine started. I don't want all the sparkles all over the place, so I just kind of left them. This one was really hard. The hollow one was really hard for some reason. And I've got my handy dandy little Cricut iron and my mat, and we're going to get to it. So this should look really good. I'm kind of excited about it. The black is gorgeous. It's wonderful. So I guess we're ready to go, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed that my machine doesn't make any weird noises. So let's go to the machine, Dawn. My Luminaire. Water-soluble stabilizer, because it's a satin stitch finish, so we know that we want it to look really good. I'm using the 5x7 hoop. It just fits in there. And 7511 needle, and that's it. So, I'm so nervous. And I just put in a new bobbin. So, no. If I stop talking, it's because I'm listening. No, that sounds fine. We're not understanding what's going on with it, so. What?
No eyeballs.
Where are my eyeballs?
Upside down.
Could you not? Okay, so that was the outline. Now I'm just using a scrap of the batting. You don't have to add batting, but I think it adds quite a bit to it. And yes, I've lost my eyeballs. I'll replace them. I've been using this hoop, whipping it in and out for testing. Woo! That was a little close. Testing all the lace that I'm doing. I have a new one for everyone today.
Batting chicken.
Pardon?
Batting chicken.
Batting chicken?
Yeah.
I made it.
I know.
What's your point? I made it. All right. A little bit of folded fabric in here. Ooh, it's almost time for... I just had to use this fabric. I just had to. I'm going to trim all this after. Oh, isn't it beautiful? I just thought that would make a lovely sky. So let's stitch it down. And I'm just using scraps. This is why it's handy to keep your scraps around, because you never know. You never know. So it's a cute kitty sitting on bricks, which is really sweet. Awesome.
The Dance of the Dragonflies is perfect background.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
I know. You could throw in a gold moon, the whole bit. It would be nice. We got another. Okay. Back to the desk, Dawn.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna trimmy a little bit here, being careful. Now this part here is a bit short, so be careful what you're doing because we have folded fabric for the bricks. So make sure you're aware of what you're cutting. Ooh, I guess I should have used different thread, my goodness. It's kind of hard to see. Dance of the Dragonflies. So awesome. So, you guys will have to let me know which is your favorite style of the bookmarks. I think Judy Quilt said, she said the quilted one and the cross-stitch one. I like them all. I guess I could add in the lace one as well. So, okay, being careful here.
I like them all.
You like them all. I'm going to like this one. So then, now we can trim this. The line is right here. We can trim it. I guess this was the placement. So, I just skipped ahead of myself because it's that kind of day. It's Monday. It's been a little stressful with my machine not being happy. Don't like that. Maybe it just doesn't want to do lace.
Maybe.
That's what we're thinking. So placement to show you where the fabric's gonna go. Okay, back to the machine, Dawn. And this one will be our tack down. I'm just not doing it in that order.
You're over there in a annoying mood.
I'm gonna deal with the squeaky mood.
Well, he won't stop. He'll speak the whole time.
I know. And then we're gonna do a little folded fabric. So I have some nice brown, a little bit for the bricks. You don't need a whole lot, so scraps will do again. So yeah, make sure you do your placement first and then the rest. It works. And it stitches it down nice because we want it stitched down because we're going to do the folded fabric. So there we go. So next up is the placement for the folded fabric. So we know where we're putting it. So I'm just going to stitch that out. Is there a problem?
No.
So yay, I guess I could have trimmed a little bit better there. So that's our placement, and if you look on the screen here, the next thing is a line. So that means to us that we are going to place our fabric face down in the opposite direction that you want it folded over. So opposite direction, that's what we like. So if you ever get stuck, you just kind of do a dry run of it. I've had to. Sometimes it gets complicated. But I know this is right. And it's cute. Just a little bit of folded fabric in there. I love it. Okay, now we're going to pull it. You can iron it if you want. This is really thick fabric, so I am not going to have any problems with it. And then we're going to stitch it down. And I'll wait to trim it to my first applique. So it's just a little bit. So again, scraps will do. Now we know it's down. So the first applique is the moon. So we're going to stitch out the placement for the moon. And we are going to get our holographic moon stuff ready, which is awesome. So make sure you take off the plastic. You see, you took it off completely.
Can you use some Kingstar silver for the bricks?
Me?
I think she wants you to use Kingstar silver, yeah.
I could. It's pretty blingy in here. Alright, so my problem is I really can't see the lines very well. So hold on, let me take a look.
I was gonna say, I think you're okay.
There we go. So it should be fine. Now this stuff isn't going to stick until I iron it. So make sure when you are doing it that you have your piece is big enough, because it's not going to stay down yet. You still have to put it. And I got a little bubble in there, but that's okay. We're going to fix that. So just be careful when you're doing it. It's not a problem. And now we are going to go back to the desk as soon as he finishes dancing. Back to the desk, done. Now don't make the mistake of ironing it yet. We have to cut the excess off or else it'll be stuck. So it's heat transfer vinyl. It rips kind of like Mylar, but it's stronger than Mylar. So it works. And when you are using the iron on it, it is a dry iron that you want, and it's a pressing motion as opposed to an iron. You're not ironing it, you want it to adhere. So it's my little one here, and you press as opposed to ironing. And you don't want steam, you don't need steam. Look at that. That worked out well. So you don't want to overdo it, but I think that looks good. And see, any crinkles that I had are gone. So make sure that you have something underneath and you trim first. Ask me how I know. I have done it before. It's annoying. And that's good enough. Now it's gonna cool off and look ooh, that's hot. It's gonna look even better. So we're gonna do that again with the kitty cat, but first we are going to trim this up so I don't forget. And we're gonna have to change our thread to finish the moon. Yeah, it's still pretty hot, so I'll just let it air just a little bit. Great little piece of kit, this guy. I use it all the time, but it's not an iron, it's for pressing. See, if you wave it around a little bit, it cools it off faster. Not that it'd matter too much, but yeah. Trim first. What did I say? Trim first. All right, back to the machine. I think I will use Kingstar silver for the outside. I think I was going to use white, but I think silver for the outside of the moon will look even better. So,
Carolyn's asking why you didn't use a press cloth when you were doing the vinyl.
You don't need to for vinyl. There weren't any stitches around it. I mean, you can if you want. A press cloth kind of keeps the direct heat off of the embroidery or whatever you're doing. But for heat transfer vinyl, you want the heat on it because you want it to stick. So that's why. Isn't that what you do when you press the heat transfer vinyl, Dawn?
Yeah.
Or do you use a Teflon sheet?
I use the Teflon sheet all the time, but
I don't have one, so I suppose.
It keeps the gravity crap from my iron off the
Off of everything
off
else.
of everything,
well.
which is kind of why I use the Teflon sheet. Because my iron gets dirty in the press.
If you do enough of it. So I changed my mind. I'm putting silver Kingstar. Oh, hook your hoop down. Sorry, Captain Jack. Let's see what it does. Should look good. I don't know how well that holographic shows up, but it's excellent. Just an easy way to add some bling. I don't want to over bling anything, but I think it looks great. Lovely zigzag stitches to hold down my already ironed bits. And yeah, silver looks fantastic. Yay. Oh yeah, yay. Kingstar Metallic, you can use it for anything you want. Kind of makes the holographic kind of makes the bling look boring. Because the holographic is so much. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I love it. And then we're going to do the silhouette of the kitty. Also in HTV. Sparkly HTV. So people will ask, what kind do I use? This is Cricut. Cricut or Sizer or anything like that. There's also, by the way, glow-in-the-dark HTV. Just be careful not to spend too much. It can get expensive. But a little roll of the Cricut stuff will last forever because we're only using a teeny tiny portion of it. So it's perfect. It's also, if you're doing something and you forget to put a name on it when everything's already together, you could use HTV for that. And it would still look good, so for sure. Yep, I like the moon. That's as good as Mylar, I think. I love it. A very blingy moon because why not? I like the steps here. Oh, it's starting to squeak. It's weird what the machine's doing. I just heard it twice, little ones. So, moon is done. Now, what's next? We're doing the bricks. I picked out like a beige color, kind of a yellowy beige color for the bricks. And I think I'm going to put that in because it might be easier on the machine right now. Because it is protesting just a little bit. But yay, thank you, Kingstar Metallic. So we're going to stitch the bricks. And the brown at the back is going to be the spaces in between the bricks. As our kitty cat enjoys the moon. Now on this one there's a witch. I'll probably skip stitching that one. Because I want my holographic to stand out, you know, front and center. So this won't take long. These are just little bricks. For sure. I love the cross stitch one too. It's really good. So, what are people talking about? Any questions? Anything? You can hear what?
We're just talking about press cloths.
I'm sorry? Hi, Cindy King. Alright, that's starting to get not good, Don.
I think it's bobbing.
Okay, so just keep stitching while it's squeaking, or? Okay. Air silence there, Don. We don't think it's anything huge. But Don seems to think it's the bobbin. So hold on a sec. He's just going to have a quick look. But don't run your machine if it's making noise like that, man. So, yeah. How annoying. How annoying.
Yeah, another desk.
No. Well, they can see what you're doing. So,
Behind.
you gotta figure out what it is. But it didn't start off with the squeaking. It's kind of strange. It just kind of happens. So I don't know. See what?
I think it's the bobbin.
Okay, why? And what can we do about it?
Well, I think it has to do with the dryness in here. And that's why it's squeaking.
Try another brand, maybe?
Maybe.
Make sure they're the right kind.
You have black?
No,
I guess it doesn't matter.
it does, but
For this, does it?
yeah. Quality white, 15A. Yes. Those are A's. These machine take A's.
I'm going to put it in the right way.
You did?
I can't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
Fine. Nice and smooth. There we go. So, troubleshooting. Bobbin. Changed. Back to stitching.
Fingers crossed. No squeaky squeak.
No squeaky squeak. That's a worse squeaky squeak. So, I guess that's it for today, maybe? Because I'm not stitching with it like that. My moon is awesome, and my kitty was going to be awesome too. What?
No, I think it's the bobbin, but I don't know.
Okay, but that's fine. We're going to have to look at it, right? Tighten it up or...
I can get her and get some more oil.
No,
Okay.
you're not supposed to use oil on it at all. Ever. That's a rule, people. All right, back to the desk. And we can look at what I've got here. Sorry, guys. What are you going to do? We're going to do some troubleshooting, unless you guys want to watch us troubleshoot. What's going on? Watch Sue's videos and you'll learn a lot. This is how I began. Yay, for sure.
Can you put a needle in the brother machine wrong?
No, because
Put the
they...
flat side to the back and everything, but it won't thread with the automatic threader.
Oh, move it up. Move it up a bit. There's only one way, but you know what? That just reminded me that is a good troubleshooting thing to do, is change the needle.
Well, yeah, that could be squeaking.
Yeah, it could be causing issues if it's ever so slightly bent. And I'm probably overdue for one anyways.
And Carolyn's asking if there's lint under the bobbin. No,
Nope.
there's not, because we just
Cleaned
just
it.
cleaned it. But
Yeah,
you
that's
can-
my first thing. Bobbin case has been inspected.
Cindy King says, no oil, just spit.
No. She has to oil her machines every day, and you don't with these ones, which,
Yeah, they don't generally need oil.
no, they tell you, do not oil. Do not oil. But yeah, good suggestion. I know you weren't even suggesting it, but that's part of our troubleshooting shtick, is to try changing the needle, change the threads, change the brand of threads, but we're not sure what's going on. So, okay, I just changed the needle. We go back to the machine, Don,
Yes.
and we'll try this again. So, new needle, it threaded properly. I tightened it with my brother tool thing. I'm listening. Well, that's better than it was a second ago. I still hear a little bit of a squeak.
Much better though. Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Alright.
Good call. Troubleshooting all the way. change the needle, look at the bobbin, clean everything out.
Thanks, Jeff, for reminding.
Yeah, I don't know why I totally forgot about the needle. Now, my needle looks fine, but you never know. The next thing I was gonna do is change the bobbin case. So the little thingy that it sits in, that would have been my next. I hear it slightly, but much better. I don't think we're in any danger of ruining the machine, but that's kind of weird. Beep, beep, beep. No, don't turn off yet. Automatic shut off. I still hear it, but I want to do the kitty. Something's not quite right in there. So when McDreamy, when we were having problems and I had to get a new bobbin case, do you remember what McDreamy was doing?
No, we got a new bobbin case.
Yeah, no, I know what it was. But I can't remember what it was doing. It's kind of a weird squeak. Well, that's the thing. I don't understand. Anyways, you do have to be careful. Please don't run your machine if you hear noises like this. We're not worried because Don basically does the repairs on it and he's comfortable enough. I wouldn't run it for hours or anything, but yeah, most of it. I'm not going to do, I'll do the satin stitches later. But it's okay. So cute.
Yeah, I love the moon.
The moon is perfect, I think, for sure. So, okay, troubleshooting better with a needle. So when you're troubleshooting, it tells you, okay, we changed the needle and it's better. Therefore, it's not anything inside the machine. Because the needle kind of fixed it.
Yeah.
But then it starts again. So there's nothing, basically there's nothing stuck in it or anything because changing the needle, you know, just helped it. So I'm going to skip the witch in the moon because I really find my hollow moon enjoyable. So I'm just skipping, there's not too many stitches in it. I'm just skipping ahead by 10. Because always if I do more, then I go way over. We're almost there. Oh, well, all right. I'll do 100 because, wow. Back end. There we go. So now we are going to stitch out the kitty cat's tail. So I'm doing a black cat. So I'm going to put in the black thread. I don't know how well it'll show up, but it might add to it a little bit. Kind of creepy kitty sort of thing. Creepy kitty silhouette. I think it'll look good. So we will look at this machine after, Dawn, and see what our problem is. So let's do the kitty cat's tail. And the reason why you do the kitty cat's tail first, it's all about layering. So we want the end of the tail to be underneath the cat. That's what we're doing. And we've got to get our HTV ready. Yeah, you can see it. I picked really dark fabric, but you can still see the shadow. Such a cute design. You can get all 4 of these bookmarks all in one. at omlembroidery.com. So you can pick which one is your favorite. And for the kitty cat, you can use just about any fabric that you want. Someone in the testers group used leather from an old purse, which I thought was brilliant, and it looked amazing because it was like textured leather. Now I'm just going to move this a bit closer to me. Oh, he is adorable. Now this is a little bit thinner than...
Like sparkly kitty.
Yeah, the sparkles. I love it. It's a little bit thinner than the hollow stuff, so it kind of stays better. Always watch your fingers, though. Always, always, always. Just kind of use your pokey thing or your chopstick or whatever you're going to use.
Cheryl's asking why you switched the skin to white.
Because I really like my hollow moon, and I want to show it off. That's all. That's all. No other reason. Just that. Okay, back to the dust done. Whew. That worked out perfectly. Now I know you guys can't see anything of what I'm doing with the black thread on the black cat, but yeah, I just want I don't want anything interfering with my hollow moon because it's gorgeous. What? For mine? Don's talking to me in code.
Yes.
Just carefully trimming it. It's not fabric, but it's not Mylar either. So you do want to be a bit careful. If you go over the line with this, oh, doesn't that look good? With the HTV or heat transfer vinyl, don't worry about it because you can iron it down. So you just have to be a little careful with it. Awesome. So now I'm gonna iron. Now remember, it's a press as opposed to an iron. You don't need steam at all. There we go. I think my bricks turned out well.
I like them.
See, and he's down nice and solid. And you know what? I love this look. It's definitely a silhouette cat. Oh,
is, yeah.
look, he has the star right on top of him. Now, if you're using HTV, you could seriously just leave it like that. You don't have to put in the satin stitches because it looks really good, especially since I have a dark background. So you could, there we go, shut off. Super handy little thing. Except for I forgot to put the mat down.
Isabel just said that you're
Whoops.
hiding on the hoop mat.
Ah, the hoop mat. As Eileen Roche says all the time, it's not an ironing mat. I forgot. I didn't. I didn't leave it on for long enough. Yeah, I'm loving it.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we're almost done. Let's go back to the machine. And we can do the satin stitches, hopefully. Yeah. And if you're doing a whole bunch of these, it would be really easy to cut the kitty cat and the moons for a whole bunch of them to, you know, do them on your cutter. I'm trying to, as always, encourage everyone to use their cutters, which is handy. But pre-cut a whole bunch of them, and you can pre-cut HTV. Just so you know, you can put HTV on any one of your cutters. Cricut, Silhouette, also known as vinyl. Yeah. Just don't take the plastic part off, like the thick plastic part off, until you're ready to roll. That's all. Oh, my moon looks like pink and purple sparkly. So, just, enough bling for it.
Gail Tip said her desk needed a squeaky thing and we should replace the bottom casing.
That's what we're thinking.
Yeah, I'll try to get one.
I believe we have an extra one in here.
Oh, that would be handy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think we bought a couple of them. We had to buy a couple of them from that unnamed store that has stuff, but we don't like them. I think we have extra ones. So we'll do that after. I'm almost done this. We're just going to tack on the back and trim it and then call it a day. I am glad I did the satin stitches because that really looks good. It almost looks like a shadow. It's so cool. Such a cute little design. And by the way, if you wanted to add ribbon or tassels, when this gets done stitching before we put the back on, that's when you want to add it. And you add it in between the layers. Now this is a satin stitch finish, so you leave it hanging out, but it'll be nice and secured in there. I didn't look for any ribbon because I was too busy picking out my HTV. So I'm not going to put ribbon on it, but I think Beatrice will really love this. Just a little squeak. Okay, so the second last step you see right there, it is the shape of the design. So we're going to take our back fabric, and again, I'm using my favorite fabric in the entire world. I wish I had yards of each and Tula Pink. I'll take yards of Tula Pink, no problem. And we're going to put it face down underneath. And because I was a good embroiderer and I trimmed everything when I was supposed to, I can see through and I can see it's all there. So, easy peasy. You can take the hoop out and tape it down, but I just figure this is just easy enough, I think. And our beautiful bookmark is almost done.
Shannon says she's surprised she didn't have a doggy on the brick wall.
I don't know if well, my doggies don't. We better hope they don't sit on top of. Isn't it like more traditional with a cat?
Yes.
Back to the desk. Plus, a wiener dog would take up the whole bookmark. So, I think I should, though. I can do weenie dogs. Or hounds. Our hunting hounds are cute fellows. Not that we go hunting, but that's what they're made for. So, just trimming off the back of the hoop. And make sure you're careful when you're trimming on the back that you don't put any pressure on your WSS, because you don't want it to move, because we do want our satin stitches to line up. So you don't want it to move. Now I'm just gonna see if I can carefully, nope. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave this here. All we have to do is the satin stitches, but I kind of want to fix my machine before we do any more. Can you see the kitty well enough? How about on the face cam thing? This one.
Face cam. No, it's even worse.
It's even worse. Here. Desk. No. Machine.
A little bit. You can see where he's sparkly. So.
How cool. Yeah, you can see him. It looks amazing. What I'll do once we get everything fixed, I will take a picture of it so you can see. The kitty does stand out in real life, and it is really cute. So, yeah, for sure. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. My chat stalled, so wow. So holographic moon HTV, you can buy it at Michael's, you can buy it anywhere. That's how you use it properly. It's fantastic. My black sparkly kitty is stunning. I love it. An owl would look good also. Yeah. Lots of fun. So, you can do one of the four: applique, quilted. You get all of them in the when you purchase it. Remember, every time you purchase something, we just roll it back into the channel so we can have better stuff, cool stuff for you. Did you just black
sorry.
screen it, Don? Wow, that's
still there.
awesome. And the troubleshooting was a bonus of how we go through to figure out what's wrong. Now, there's nothing really wrong with the machine, so we will look at it and I'll let you guys know. So, thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. All that helps. It's free to do and it helps us get the channel going. And I'll see everyone in the next video. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
I really like